MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the second game of this ALCS between the Cleveland Indians and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, it was a good start for these guys at home. They did what they needed to do in the opening game, and this crowd really showed up and made a difference as well. Should be an electric atmosphere again, so we'll see if the guys on the field can feed off it and take a commanding lead in this series.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one.
You know we're header, a music motivator, and I'ma show you later. But right now we getting down. You ground, cause I surround your sound with rhythmless raw rhymes that really get you. Do your silly do like a Philly and I split you. Hit your hard style showing out. Exhale long and blow 'em out. Yeah, you in the danger room. Come on now.
At the plate, Gary Sanchez. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Gary Sanchez.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a solo shot here for Gary Sanchez. His second home run of the series as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On, he pops it up. In comes Judge. And there's the first hit of the game for Cleveland.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush. Knock to right there.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. One left for the Tribe. They trail this one 1-0. Standing in now, Gary Sanchez, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Manny Machado.
Cora at third, Judge over at second, Stanton at first, 2 out in the inning. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Nick Wood's under it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. So they load the bases on 3 hits, but can't bring anyone around to score. We'll move ahead to the 4th inning now in Game 2. The Yankees lead it 1-0.
Pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
A swing and a ground ball to third. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. The relay, and he's safe.
The first baseman, number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
0-2, here it comes. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first 1-2. Gets him looking, strike 3. Ready with the 0-2. Pops this one up. Gray is calling for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my men on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot that time for Greg Bird. His first homer here in the series, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys.
Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th. It's now 2-0 New York. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about
They can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left from his knees. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards as the inning is over. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Grounded back up the middle, backhanded, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Line toward the gap in left center, and that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
Boy, D-Row, there's a case of the outfield defense playing so deep that that ball looked like it was extra bases all the way, but they were able to cut it off.
Yeah, not too many times I would agree. I'd love to hear your take.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back bases.
Stepping in now, Brian Arellano as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll get in there safely.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing.
Oh, and he misses it. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan.
Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. A tag, and he's out at the plate. A double play. 2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And, fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the third time he sent him packing. So he's got him.
Into the box, Cesar Guerrero. And he popped him up. Gray over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Cleveland.
This one's down to third. Merrifield picks it up. Throw on to first, and the Yankees have held serve here at home. They take games 1 and 2 of this series as this one is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the 1st. So close to baseball history.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. New York get the win to take a 2-0 series lead. Sonny Gray earns the victory on the mound. Paul Richardson pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.